Yo guys and girls, and welcome back to Dr. Day. So we're going to be jumping on to a bit of Flight Sim this evening. So stick around, enjoy the stream. We are going from LA, Los Angeles, and we're going to be flying along the coast. Right, we're going to jump over into Discord.
This is going to be
Hello! What's going to be shy?
yeah. I actually thought this game was going to be shite when I first downloaded it, and I actually love it now.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna be into it." Ooh.
Yeah,
I was like,
really
just shut your face and fucking download it, and then you can complain.
Yeah, I mean, when I first tried it, obviously I didn't do it with you lot. I tried it and I thought, fucking, I can't even bust the landing, might take off. And then
What you got on there, Dave? Airbus.
Yep, I fly Airbus. This is my controls. So,
Tidy.
it's not tiny. It really ain't tiny.
No, tidy.
Oh, right, tidy. Yeah, I was going to say it's not tiny. Right, so
Look at me.
I'll run you. What I'll do is I'll enlarge the camera to fit the screen, and I'll run you through what controls I've got.
it's quite a big lump, really, isn't it?
Yeah, so obviously it normally comes with just this centre section here, Dawson.
Yeah.
So see where my two fingers
Just
are?
the throttle. Yeah.
It comes with the throttle only with the normal kit, and then you have to buy these two come as an add-on, the two outer pieces.
Yeah.
So I've got my parking brake, which is this black switch here. In real life, you're meant to put your fingers underneath it and then lift it and turn it, but obviously on this it's just a twist.
Yeah.
You've got your rudder control for this dial here. Then we've got our engines 2 and 1, and then we've got different starting positions for the engine. So normally you'll turn these on, you'll turn it round a crank, which will turn the engines over. And then you'll go from crank round to start engine, which will then fire fuel into the engines and they'll start. And then once you're fired up, you turn it back to normal mode. This is the Landing gear. So this, if I flick this up, the landing gear goes up. This is my auto braking system. So as you're driving down the runway, you'd normally have this turned all the way off. And then when you're coming into land, instead of you having to worry about landing the plane and braking and blah blah blah, you normally turn this on to max. So when it touches down, you can land on a shorter runway. You can land on a shorter runway because your auto braking's turned on. So then we got the throttles, and so you've got your different positions on your throttles. You've also got, you pull these in front. There's actually two little levers. I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, two little levers, and you have to lift those to go into reverse. So that's now reverse.
Oh. And
then we've got the this one on the left is air brakes. So if I'm say I'm going at like 300 knots and I'm coming towards the airport and I need to slow down to come into land, then I can just drop the speed. I can just drop the speed flaps, and they act, like a spoiler on the back of the car.
Yeah.
When you're under braking, like on some cars, they lift up. Well, this does exactly the same thing. It adds resistance onto the wings and slows your plane down. And then you've also got your different flap controls here, different positions. So this, the further that you have your flap control down, when you're going to take off, your plane, all you need to do is line your plane up in a straight line and give it full thrust, and it will essentially take off for itself because it's giving more air pressure under the wing than over the wing, so it gives it lift off by itself. So there we go, that's all the controls. And then I've also got the actual flight stick itself, which I don't know if you can see just here.
Oh, I saw a bit of red then. There you go.
So
yeah.
If you didn't have this unit that I've got here underneath, like all the controls, then you can use this as your throttle and reverse.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got your multiple buttons on the side, on that side, and on that side there. The red button is the autopilot button. Then you got a little, got a D-pad. Oh yeah. Look, this is the controller that Ian bought me.
Oh, is that what he said here?
Yeah. So basically, I hadn't got him a birthday present, so I went to Curry's PC World with him, and I bought him this flight kit for his birthday.
Right.
So he only got the center section because they didn't have the outer section available in Curry's. So we got the center section and the flight controller. And he was like, "Oh, you're such a prick. You're such a prick. I had the money for it. I was going to buy it for myself." I went, "Well, fucking too late. I bought it for you." So then we got back to my house, and he was like, "Well, I'm returning the favour. Go fuck yourself." And he bought me. He purchased the controller for me. Right. So let's sort this camera out. Can you?
Oh, sorry, mate.
No. You're good. You're good. I just want it to stop trying to auto size the fucking thing. Stop it. Get off. Get off. It was trying to auto. Can you pack it in? Right, there we go. It was trying to auto size it to tell me that it was gonna be this big or that big or the other big, and I'm telling it not to. Right, so yeah, there's all of the flight controls. We're gonna start going through the procedure of turning everything on. So we've got the batteries on. Gonna turn on the APU master switch, the APU bleed.
Yeah, I'm lost there. I'll literally just. Is there an auto bit for you?
There is. You can go up to the center of the screen up here, and then there's a little checklist. So here's your little checklist.
Where do you look, Deb?
If you go up to the center of the screen, up the top, and it brings up all the bar and everything.
You go to complete.
Yeah, you go to this little tick button here, and then it brings up before starting your engines. This is what you need to look out for, and then it also does starting your engine. Tells you exactly how to start the engine. And then you've also got after starting your engine, and you go through the tick system, and then you can learn to start your own plane by yourself.
Oh, wicked.
Basically. Yo, Wolfie, how's it going, dude? Sorry, I've not said much to the chat, but we've just been having a discussion about hairy planes.
Is that him, or is that next door?
Right, so the
yeah, I've still got my Thrustmaster, whatever it's called.
Warthog?
Joy. Oh, hang on. Flightsim's doing something. Let's try again, shall we? Joy.
Right, okay, so we're now going to go engines 2, engines 1, round into the crank position.
I've got the HOTAS, the PS3.
Oh, nice. Okay, so...
Got that for a tenner off of Facebook, mate.
I got the...
Oh, sorry.
The Logitech 3D Pro stick off of... well, no, not off of, from Maplins. They were shutting down.
Oh, yeah, I remember when they shut down.
Okay, Houston, we have a problem. Why are we not... What's going on here then? What have I missed?
And if you didn't remember, I'm CS3D in the chat.
Yeah, I did see earlier on, yeah.
I was like, well, it's this different name, innit? I didn't know whether you remembered or not, so...
Okay, so got some sort of fault going on here. We are going to reset and start that again.
Tez. Explain it to the special one.
I don't know what happened there because normally my procedure for starting my plane is always the same, but for some reason it decided...
Might have been because you were fiddling with the buttons or something, maybe. Possibly not. Just
yeah, it was just really weird that it just didn't. The plane didn't want to start. But I've done this procedure so many bloody times that it should have just off it went. Right, let's turn off the auto braking so we don't bunny hop down the runway.
Los Angeles ground, Dave 112 requesting pushback.
Is that a Batman seat, Dave?
It is.
Is it sad that I thought that because the seat's black on it would be your Batman one?
It is. Spent a lot of fucking money on this chair and all. Stupid crazy. Well, the thing is, I just got fed up with like £100 here. Then the chair, all the padding fucks up in it. Then you've got to buy another one, 100 quid, 100 quid, 100 quid. I was like, Jade, I'm just going to buy a decent chair and just be done with it.
Yeah.
Right, let's just check something here. Engines. Okay, that will be why my flight controls are not working. Why?
You got default as mouse. I thought my name's special, not you.
Well, it would kind of help if the USB extension that I was using was plugged in.
Oh mate.
Right. Okay. So.
Thought you didn't like Airbus because it's a small plane, or as a big plane. You didn't like.
I don't like little planes. I don't fly any small aircraft. Airbus has always been my go-to plane. Right, clear current input. Select current input.
I'm assuming that it'll automatically choose for me.
What, your plane? No, you have to go in and do it yourself.
No, the controls. It'll automatically sync the controls when I've got it finally set up.
Yeah, it should do, and then you can go into this bit here and it will show you your options and so on and so forth.
Ah, that's right.
Right, so, okay, right. We are now going to go engines 2, 1, fire. Right, engines 2, engines 1. Round into the crank position.
They're only small planes. I like is the F.
Massey.
Fighter jets. How come that's popped up there and not in the chat? Oh, is that Twitch?
Yes, it is. Wah.
I thought my internet went then because everything went silent. I was like, hang on, there's no movement on the stream.
It's because I'm using the Go XLR. It's got a built-in gate built into the actual unit. So, soon as it goes under a certain decibel, it just turns the mic off. It's such a clever little device.
Yeah, that software I used before that a cloak helper sort out. That used to do that where it auto ducks, it auto cuts off if it goes too loud and stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
I've gone back, believe it or not, Dave, to my Yeti.
Yeah, to say I like the Yeti. I use the Yeti on the rig all the time. Absolutely love it. Well, you best change your password again then, Massey, and use two-step verification. Yeah, that's a Dopey Dawson, isn't it?
Massey Lee. How is ye? How are you?
Right, so we're going to get pushed back. We're going to take the parking brake off. You still there, Cockrock?
I am. I'm just down by the runway now.
Pokey pokies. Just getting pushed back now.
So is there only 2 of us tonight, or?
Yeah, by the
'cause
look of it.
I've only got 25 gig installed on these updates.
Yeah, like I say, it's a big, massive update.
Los Angeles ground,
Massive.
Dave 112 tree requesting pushback tug to steer the
As soon
aircraft to the left.
as soon as it's done, and I don't have to worry about it for next week, do I?
True
I'll
that.
be getting some practice in through the week as well. You have to steer that yourself?
There's an option that comes up saying turn to the left or the right. You don't have to like manually steer it yourself. You just tell it which direction you want it to turn your plane, and then you tell it to stop, and then it buggers off.
Requesting the end of pushback.
Well, it must be somebody that's got access to your email address and stuff then, Massey. Change all your passwords.
It's special Dorson.
Door!
You heard how he spelt that?
Yeah, I did.
Massey, it's Delta, Alpha, Whiskey, Sierra, Oscar, November. I had to think then. That's my own surname.
My brain!
For departure to the west with Gulf.
I'm good with phonetic as well, because I used to work in a petrol station.
Right, we're just building up a bit of PSI, and then we'll be going for takeoff.
Oh,
Taxi to and
muffin.
hold short runway 7 left via taxiway Charlie 4 Bravo.
Oh, we
Uniform
made
Dave
some
112
muffins
tree.
today.
Muffin.
Chocolate with sprinkles on the top. It might please you to know, Dave, that I don't drink during the week either, so you're not going to have a drunken morning.
Blimey!
Well, with me travelling 40 minutes on my bike in the morning, I don't want to...
It's not worth the risk. It really isn't worth the risk. Right, here we go. We have got taxi to runway.
That's why I have a good drink at the weekends. Make up for the week.
I just don't enjoy it nowadays, really. I'm at the gym 6 out of 7 days.
It's a bit frowned upon when you go to the gym, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if you go to the gym and you burn enough calories, then fair enough. You know, it's not so bad. You can have a couple of beers at the weekend. But I mean, if you're exceeding your calorie count already, and then you also have alcohol on the top of it, it is frowned upon. Really, yeah. You see that jet just like fucking come straight across the front of the runway then?
Oh, geez, yeah, it's just happened now. I brought myself back, mate.
He just appeared.
Like spawning from Satan.
You appeared
no,
like a
that's-
bad smell.
They farted and I was there. Hang on, no, that makes it sound like I've gone for a sniff, doesn't it? Zoom at that plane, yeah, it did go at quite a lick, didn't it? Not it needs to get off the ground.
This can take off the ground at 180 mile an hour, this can.
Doesn't it? I've not a clue. I'd have to sit and play for quite a bit to get used to the stuff and to
Oh, it's pretty easy.
choose which one I prefer.
Once you get used to the plane, one plane,
Yeah.
I started flying the smaller stuff, like the little Cessnas and stuff like that, and within an hour I was like, I'm bored. Why am I even flying these small little planes? So then I
suppose
decided
it's a bit
that
more
I
of a
was...
challenge to get it on the ground, these bigger ones, isn't it?
Oh yeah, look at this big beastie in front of me then, Dawson.
Who's that, T-Rock?
No,
No, it's just somebody else, random.
look at this big boy.
I can see him through the window.
I just zoomed in for you as well.
Oh yeah. Are you up in the air then, T-Rock, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just sitting on the runway here, just waiting for Dave.
I'll let Dave get up and going, and then you're going to catch up behind him, mate. I think your plane's got a bit of a problem, mate. There's some smoke going on.
What are you doing here, big boy?
I've got a feeling I'm on the wrong bloody runway. I'm on runway 25, right?
I'm still on taxiway at the minute.
Right.
Just waiting for that
I haven't even
big boy
seen
to
your
get out of
name
my way.
plate yet. I haven't even seen your name.
Have you
There's a
joined the
lot
group,
round
have
here,
you?
man. Yeah.
You joined the group,
bring them-
the invite.
I'm going to say bring the map up and see if he's on your map.
It'll be on the same map, it just depends if he's joined the group
There's
session.
a lot of nameplates snuffing about.
Did you get my invite that I sent you, T-Rock?
Right, maybe that's what it is. You freaking
I was going to say, there's hardly anyone on your screen at the
it
minute, is there?
is. Except
Yo,
for this,
regular, how's it going, dude?
That should be it, I think. I accepted, but
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
It's just come up saying that you joined the group.
Oh, there we go. All the friggin' lights changed now. We're going into dusk.
No, we're coming into daylight, mate.
Morning. Right.
Morning, yeah, B.
No problemo. I'll probably see you in about half an hour or something.
I'm still on the taxiway. I don't know where they're sending me all
Like I
the
say,
way.
I'm on runway 25, Romeo.
No one yet, Tez, but if you want, you know, just let me know.
I've got clear to take off, so
I'm on 7 left, so you crack on, get in the sky.
no problemo. No okay.
I'll see you up there.
Is there actual, like, radio station? Like, you can talk
Yeah,
to...
yeah, talking to...
No, like, is that AI you're talking to, or is it actually somebody...
Yeah, it's AI. You can, if you want to pay...
right, yeah.
if you want to go through, like, it all proper and all of that, you can pay.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
No, Terence, I did just state that I'm non-alcoholic during the week.
He's alcohol-free during the week, Tezza. Right,
I'm
we are...
doing the what's it sensible thing, which is weird for a special person.
Right, we are full thrust and we are going for takeoff.
I can see you now,
down.
Dave. You're coming the opposite way onto me.
Yep, 7L. You're just flying
going
over the top of me now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, just nosedive.
You can't because
Oh, no.
you just go invisible.
Oh no, I was joking though.
It's
Oh, no,
now
Ted,
telling
be
me to taxi
sensible.
round. It's telling me taxi round and go back the other way. You can bugger off. I'm not taxiing back around.
Dave.
Yeah, I am. It pulled me round to 7L and I'm like, well, you're not taking me off this runway. I'm going this way. You go. We are airborne.
Lovely jubbly.
Right, we are retracting the wheels.
That car's just died cross underneath you, innit?
Yeah, the
SoCal approach
maintenance
1123,
vehicles and all of that.
Airbus A20 at 2
Yeah.
miles east of Los Angeles, 100 feet.
I was going to say, I watched Rock and Chips last night, Dave. You seen that?
I haven't.
It's a prequel to Fools and Horses.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got is it Jay from In Betweeners in it?
Oh yeah.
It's got him. He plays Del Boy.
Right, so we're going up to 35,000 feet.
It's got
Autopilot
there's a Bird
engaged.
EastEnders in it.
1123.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The bloke who plays Rodney's dad, because obviously Rodney is not Del Boy's, it's like half brother.
Yeah.
He's actually Rodney, who plays him in real life. So it's the old actor coming back to play his own dad.
Fair.
It's good.
Yeah, it's about the only plane that I really enjoy flying is the Airbus. That's why I went and bought the Airbus Masters kit with all the controls, because I was like, well, if I'm flying an Airbus, I might as well have the controls.
Going to 134.75, Dave, 112 tree. Los Angeles approach, Dave, 112 tree, 3,700
We are not
feet.
going to Los Angeles approach and bugger off. We're not going to land. Just because you fucked up the takeoff. No, it's not Climo, it's Dawson.
Grant.
Granty.
Grunt.
Granty.
He needs what?
I'm all
Oh, I
good.
see. How
I'm
are
all
you
gravy, baby. I tell you what, I've been watching these two geezers from Scotland that have been like pranking on each other, and fuck me, the boy in it, Grant, he reminds me so much of you.
Going to 125.2,
They do
Dave,
some
112 tree.
stupid, crazy shit.
SoCal approach, Dave, 112 tree, 5,600 feet.
And honestly, it reminds me of you. Honestly, I need to find what it's called so you can go and have a look.
If you like pranking, you want to watch that Impractical Jokers. In fact,
I
a
do,
movie's just
I
come
do.
out of that. You do? They've
Yeah.
just brought out a movie this year, haven't they?
I haven't seen the movie yet.
You're not, neither have I. I've got it on my NAS. I've fixed my NAS, it's all sorted now. I sorted that last night.
I'll try and find this fucking geezer's name.
You got it on auto, are you, are you?
No, that's not even on autopilot. That's just I set it in that direction and that's the way it's flying.
Frequency change, approved, Dave, 112 tree.
Oh, of course you got the flaps set up that way, you're on the stick.
Yeah, well, I'm only in stage 1 at the minute, so it just keeps the nose elevated for me.
Well, you're going up 235?
35,000 feet, but we're climbing slow. Trying to find this trying to find this thing for Grant.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's only an alley.
the geezer reminds me so much of Grant. It's unreal.
Roger, Dave, 112 tree.
Grant's been in the Discord while I've been about, hasn't he? I recognise
Grant's been around for years.
Yeah,
He used to drive for DDL, didn't he?
That was it. I say I recognise the name and the picture, I think. Oh,
Grant, I just sent you an inbox. Have a look at that.
Oh, she's decided she don't want to go up no more.
Yeah, no, she's just levelled herself back out. If you look at the AOA, which is angle of attack,
Yeah.
the angle of attack was in the red, which means that it causes distortion on the wings. So it levelled itself back out. If you see now that there's no marking other than the blue, which means it's neutral.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah.
So now that we're, I mean, up at, hello J-Bo. Now I've just told the autopilot to take over. Hopefully he's not going to send us back to Los Angeles.
Oh. His turn, isn't it?
He is. I don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to
going back some
contact
time,
Los
isn't it,
Angeles. Stop it.
125.8, Dave, 112 tree. Los Angeles Center, Dave, 112 tree, 12,000.
We're not going back to Los Angeles. Bugger off.
Dave 112 tree, Los Angeles, center altimeter 30.166.
When the robots attack.
You forgot your friggin' sandwiches. Get back for them.
Yeah. Should hopefully be back on this end of November. No worries, J-Bo. But that is where we're heading. Right, over there. That's it. Level yourself out. Level yourself out. That's it. Well done.
I'll tell you what, there's blasting ahead now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
he
because
didn't
my
take off
plane.
before
It's
that.
because my plane. Yeah, he took off before me, but my plane keeps trying to turn me round and go back to LA. He can bugger off. We're not going to LA.
Van Nuys Tower Dave 112 is 7 miles south, 16,400 feet with Mike to land.
Dave 112
The autopilot is set for heading and not GPS. That's
What?
what Wolfie just said. Your autopilot is set for heading and not GPS.
Enter left traffic runway 16 right, Dave 112
No, there's no heading set.
Exit runway when able.
Got no heading set.
Or CRS, whatever it's called.
I think it's 334 degrees. That's what I'm on anyway. I didn't set my destination.
That's all right.
So you not got auto then?
It
Weird.
just goes autopilot, and it was 334 degrees.
Van Nuys Tower Dave
So your auto
112
just
is
carries on the
landing
same
intention.
direction you're aiming, basically.
Dave 1123, your cancellation is received.
Should do, yeah.
No, Dawson's not in the sky yet.
Los Angeles Center, Allegiant 127.
Is that where it's wanting to take you? Back down?
No, not yet, mate. No, it'll probably be next week now.
Allegiant 127.
Well, no, I'll try and get in during the week, but
Continue as planned.
I'm on 29.28 gig out of 97.72, so it's only 30%, and that's been going for about half hour.
Yeah. You've probably got another couple of days to go yet.
I'm on a decent speed wired as well, so it shouldn't take. Wow.
Yeah, I moved.
It is-
I
it
moved
is
to
still
BT. I
everything,
did.
though.
I moved
Yeah,
to
yeah,
BT,
fine.
and they told me that I'd be getting 250 down. I get 350 down.
I can't remember what our down is. I know the upload's about 20.
Mine's nearly 60 on the up.
Is it?
Yeah. I moved from Sky to BT, and they went, what you on with Sky? I was like, 150 down and 20 up. They went, we could beat that. I was like, bye Sky, see ya.
It's because they use BT's lines, isn't it? I know you said they fitted new ones in for you, but
No, they cap, Sky capped the line, didn't they?
yeah.
That's what my issue was, that Sky was capping the line at 150. I still can't put the autopilot on. We're just going to have to cruise like this, I guess.
Los Angeles Center
So when you hit that 3,500 or 3,500,
No, 35,000, mate.
Yeah,
35,000.
35,000, sorry.
Los Angeles Center.
It'll automatically level out, or are you still going to have to level it
No,
out?
I'm on autopilot. I'm not on autopilot, so I'm controlling the plane.
You're still going to have to level it out. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Dave 1123 radar. Contact 6 miles northwest.
Oh,
of
that
Van
video
Nuys.
is
Flight
legit
level
mint.
245.
In it. Haha.
Grant, honestly, them two are a bunch of cranks. Honestly, they crack me up. Right, autopilot's now figured its life out. It's not trying to go back. I don't think it's trying to go back anyway. Where are you going?
He's going the
No,
other way
no,
now.
he's not. He's leveling. He's leveling. Go on. Don't you even think about it. Right, there we go. There we go. Right, flaps retract away and open.
Oh yeah, now we are.
Right, Right, let's increase our vertical speed. Vertical speed increase.
Tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be putting the throttle full down.
You don't even need to do that, Dawson. You just literally, you get in your plane, you run through your tick list, your plane's already on. If you run through the tick list correctly, your plane will be on. You take off. Once you take off, you literally come onto the dashboard here, right? See here where I've got my mouse. It says AP1.
Oh, hang on. Where's your mouse? Oh yeah, hang on. It's
Autopilot
going. Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
AP1. Just click that, and that's it. You just let the plane fly itself to the destination. Then when you get close to the airport, you turn that off, and then you land. It's that easy.
Oh, no, wicked.
Hey up, Jay.
Hey up, stranger.
Yeah,
how's it
fucking
going, lad?
stranger danger.
Dawson's far back. Oh, cheers. Yeah, that's going to confuse Jay now. The other Jay. No comment. Is Terrence being rude about me?
Oh yeah. Hey up, Spesh.
You see. How are they going, lad? You good? I'm parked down. Straight in there, isn't he? I did a flight from Japan to Moscow. Oh, I almost passed out.
Well, I when I first started learning to fly, I was using the AI pilot up here. So the flight assistant, you click on here, and then you can toggle on autopilot. So I would just toggle on the autopilot from there, not knowing how to set the autopilot in the actual cab. And then I had a delivery, and so I've gone downstairs to get the delivery. So we're bringing the thing up. When I came back to the computer, the plane has smashed itself into a building. The engines were still on full tilt, and the plane was just embedded in a building. So yeah, that's why I learned how to like start the plane and fly the plane and all of that proper.
Yes, Jay, lad. I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Where you been hiding anyway, JC? Ain't seen you in time.
You know where he's been hiding.
5M.
You can call him a 5M wanker. A little name.
No, I'm at the desk. I'm on the desk at the minute, Massey.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Sitting at the desk. There is the PC.
Illuminate.
It's fully custom water cooled now, Dawson.
Yeah.
You see the blue pipes that are in there?
Yeah.
That's all liquid cooled.
Water cool. Nice.
I built all of that myself. I had to get the heat gun out and like manipulate the pipe to where I wanted it, and
127.1 for Dave.
in the front here,
Los Angeles Center, Dave 1.
where my finger is.
320.
Yeah, give me a second. Let it catch up. Yeah.
There's a it's like a double perspex sheet with 1 litres worth of liquid in the front.
Oh, so instead of having a tank, you got your own like custom tank basically.
Yeah, it's called a distribution plate.
Saves having a big honking great tank lying around, I suppose, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm still running that ASUS, mate.
Well, there's
That's ancient now.
there's the rig. There's the PC up there on the wall.
Let it just pan around, hang on.
Southwest 275, you are 560
Here we go.
northwest.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
6,700
That hasn't moved since I've been there last day.
Well, it's had many upgrades since the last time that you was here. It's running a 12th gen Intel, a 3080, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 1000 watt power supply, 1 terabyte Gen 4 NVMe, 360mm water cooler, and green and black custom made cables. And then if we pan all the way round,
You serve a computer, haven't you?
there's the server computer over there.
Yeah. 1 second. Oh, there's your BT hub.
Yep, and then underneath the BT hub is the server PC. And then there's the other desk.
You're just wrapping the building inside with computer stuff.
Welcome to PC World.
And that's Jade's, I guess, because that's pink headset.
No, the pink headset's actually Harley's.
Date 112 tree, have the traffic.
That's a lot of hours, Wolfie.
Whoa, who the fuck was that? A jet just shot across my
I just looking at the
SWA
chat and all of a
610.
sudden,
He just shot right across my path. Like, that was mad. Yeah, Grant, it has come a long, long way, and soon to be going even further, because Intel have just dropped the 13th generation called Raptor Lake. So what's going to happen is the CPU that's currently in the rig PC will go into the desk alongside a new Z690 motherboard. And because they allowed the 12th and 13th gen CPUs to fit in the same board, all I have to do is take the water cooler off the rig PC, take the CPU out, put the 13th gen one in, and then put the water cooler back on, and then hey presto, there we have a 13th gen. Then my 11th gen, the 11th gen that's currently in the desk PC, and the motherboard that's currently in the desk PC, Jade will then have. She's currently on a 9th gen i9 9900K, so
even that's still better than what I've got. I'm still on the 7th gen 7700.
well that's what Lacey's currently on. Lacey's on the 7700K at the minute. So what will happen is, will be my 11th gen out of this desk PC goes to Jade, and then the 9th gen i9 9900K goes to Lacey, and then I've then got a 7th gen system ready.
Nice.
Yeah, I tend to,
it's still running
because
exactly the same, Dave. It's still
Yeah,
got a
so because
1070 Ti.
well, I still was before I got my 2080 Super, I was still running a 1078 gig Zotac Mini. Then that ended up going to Lacey, and then when Jade got her PC, she only had a 1050, so we took the 1070 out of Lacey's, put that in Jade's, and then we gave Lacey the 1050 because she only plays Wreckfest.
Yeah. Regular. Blah blah blah, I'm a place.
It's alright, Regs, you'll get there one day, boyo, don't you worry. But yeah, now that they've actually, instead of like Intel screwing over their customers with changing the socket every time that they bring a new CPU out, they were changing the socket. So then you'd have to buy a new motherboard and a new CPU. Now that they've allowed us to stay on the same socket, and the 13th gen will fit in the 12th gen socket, that means I can keep that motherboard that I've got in the rig PC and just change the CPU. So makes it 10 times cheap. It makes it 10 times cheaper for me instead of having to buy a brand new board and a brand new chip.
Yeah. Yeah, if you'd done that, Reg, then you might actually be able to get one. Well, just sell both of them and get a PC.
He's got a PC. He said he's got an Xbox X, a PlayStation 5
no, sorry,
and a
I was
PC.
looking at the wrong name. I was looking at Reg's name and then looked at Wolf's answer.
That's how I used to be. I used to have the Xbox One. Jade had the Xbox One S. We both had a PC each, and I also had a PlayStation 4.
We still got our PS4.
I sold up all my consoles and bought a second PC.
I've got this PC. I've got my laptop. Then Sandy's got a laptop and a laptop, and Eddie's got a laptop. But my laptop's not much good, to be fair.
Yeah, console is dead. You know that, Jay. Dead.
35%. That's 35 gig done. 97.
I ain't owned a console now since I lived since when Jade first moved into my mum's house with me, like nearly 6 years ago. That was the last time I owned a console.
Can't remember the last time I got my PS2 out.
Dave 112 tree traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level tree 70 generic. Report them in sight.
Might as well donate it to a charity shop there,
112
Tez.
have the generic in sight.
Do you know how much retro consoles go for, Dawson? Good money.
Yeah, well, I used to have quite a lot of them. Spare room in the old house was full of them.
I say you could probably sell that PS2 and buy some upgrades for his PC again.
Alaska 1380 have the traffic.
See the old sunrise?
Graphics are immense, aren't they?
I think this is only sat on medium graphics as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, because of the reason why it looks so smooth is because it's running at 165 hertz instead of 60 hertz. I'm running 1080p monitor, but it runs 165 hertz. So that's why it looks so smooth.
Eddie's made a den underneath my desk next to my rig. The desk's not got anything on it. Well, it's got stuff on top, but it's not got like I don't sit up against it. So he set himself right down next to the rig, and I was like, I'll tell you what, if I clear out underneath the desk, you've got your own little area that you can sit and watch your tablet. And so it's got a beanbag and a pillow down on the floor.
Nice.
Got his dressing gown that he wrapped around him.
See, I was never an Xbox fan back in the day, Jay. I was always a PlayStation fanboy. I had a PlayStation 1, I had the PlayStation 1 Slim, I had the PS2, I had the PS2 Slim, PS3, PS3 Slim, PS4, and then all of my mates then moved from the PlayStation over to the Xbox. So I reluctantly went over to the Xbox, and then I ended up preferring the Xbox over the PlayStation. And then from the Xbox I went to PC, and that's where I stood.
Tiny little thing. Oh, the original Xbox. That was the Xbox, PlayStation Slim. You mean, Wolf? They are quite small.
You're talking about the original Xbox 360 controllers? They were fucking dog shit. This is my current Xbox control.
They had them offering this local at like Argos discount store to us. Xbox One, like that one. I've got one, but it's black, and then Sandy's got one which is blue. And they were, I think they were 30 quid each.
Yeah, this is the Volt controller, and this one was 55.
55. That's
Yeah.
still cheap for that sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a proper,
Arsenal's
it's a genuine Xbox controller as well.
Yeah.
123.8
If he was
for
born
Ah,
6
Stolson.
years ago, how old would he be?
Oakland Center,
6,
Dave
you're not here.
112 flight level 250.
Say, he tries, doesn't he?
I would have so laughed if you would have sat there trying to work it out though, Dawson.
No, they released one a few years back, and it actually had retro PlayStation games on it, and that was really small. That was the size of.
Oh, you're talking about the one that the digital one.
Yeah, it was about
The little
double the size
digis,
of a pie,
yeah.
weren't it? So
Yeah.
it was like a quarter of the
Little
size of a normal
digi
PlayStation.
consoles they used to call them, because you had the
'Cause they done it
NES,
with
Sega,
that's it.
PlayStation
N64.
1, yeah, N64. Yeah, they were little digi consoles. They were. But you can just go and download yourself an emulator on the PC now. Yeah.
You can get them for all of them. You can get them for Switch.
I'm flying from LA to. I can't remember.
Do you want me to check the chat? Where is it gone? Russell Alexander. Where was it where you say attention? Kpdx, where's that?
Kpdx. Portland.
Okay. Portland, there you are.
Portland
So we're getting
International
lost.
Airport.
You still stick a bomb in the rig then, are you, Dave?
Sorry?
You still putting stickers on the rig, sticker bomb in it?
Oh, I you haven't seen it, have you?
No.
The whole back of the seat is sticker bombed.
Yeah, Eddie's been doing that with his Mario stickers on the back of mine.
Better have a look in the chat. There's a Janner here! Can't stand Xbox controllers, the Xbox and the PlayStation, or any other controller.
What's on the channel?
Junk. Never owned one,
Jeez.
never wanted one, wanted to. PC Elite Race. Look down on you console peasants. I only use the controller for racing games. If I'm playing a shooting game or something like that, then I tend to use the keyboard and the mouse.
I'll just message him back and forth from him earlier on, and now he's in the stream, eh?
The old Janner. He's like a fucking stealthy little ninja. He sits there loitering. Honestly, he does. He sits there loitering, listening, da 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 da, and then all of a sudden, bam! He comes in with like a fucking one-liner, like "fuck you."
So cocky and loving it.
Lurking like a gherkin. You can actually type !lurk into the chat, and it will come up saying Clokey is lurking.
$40,000 feet.
40,000 feet.
Yep.
Let's try that, shall we? Lurk. He's got a big capital.
!lurk should work. Should come up saying that you're lurking. Unless the bot's gone on strike.
Lurk a lot.
Xbox makes a decent doorstop.
Lurk a lot and then shit a lot.
You should do exclamation mark Xbox and it comes back with shit.
Shitbox.
Yeah. If I
Right, try again, Dawson.
Southwest 2059er traffic.
We are entitled, mate. PC Master Race for the win.
Report them in sight.
What stream bot do you use?
I'm using the one from Streamlabs, Jay.
2419er traffic.
I think he's sleeping on the job today.
Unless it's a capital, unless that's what it is.
No, it
I'm
should
I'm just
do
going
it.
for a coffee. One more.
No worries, T-Rock.
More like a good shooting target. The Xbox. Okie dokie.
Southwest 2419er have the traffic.
God, he's blasting it now, look. Almost at 40,000 feet.
Yeah, boy.
566 is at flight level 345, descending 13,000.
Try again,
Looking a bit
Dawson.
smoky, mate.
That's Vapor Trail.
Oakland Center. Continue as planned.
That's getting you up now, isn't it? The fact it ain't going to do it.
I've opened up the chatbot panel and it's saying that it is active, but he's just being an ignorant prick.
That's technology for you, isn't it? Did I tell you we got a autonomous sweeping machine at work now?
What's that? One of them things with a big like wire brush wheel thing on the front?
No, you know the sweeper where you sit on it and drive it, and it's got a brush that rolls round in the middle, and then a sucker at the back to suck all the water up.
All right.
This is an autonomous one, so it drives itself.
Nice.
So you literally drive what it wants. You literally drive around where you want it clean, and then click save, and it fills in the gap, and it will clean it all for you.
Nice.
And then you set it going. Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, you can drive itself until it runs over you. Well, no, Jay, it don't, mate. You can stand in front of it, and it will literally drive completely around you, and then carry on its own path. I've had
It's got
counterbalances
sensors
stopped
and
in
that
its
on
way. Yeah. There's, what is it, 8 sensors on it, and 1, 2, 3 cameras. So if anyone wants,
Look, there's another jet down there. Look at that fucker go.
He's rocketing, isn't he?
Look at him.
I can tell you exactly what it's called, Cloak, because it should be on my app on my phone. I get to track it on my phone.
Look, there's another one down there. Look.
Oh, he's flying along. Oh no, I need to scan it. Crap. Okay, I can't. I'll let you know later on, Cloak. It's what's the software's that? It's not telling me anything. Pair with machine.
A Tesla plane. Oh, I don't know about that.
1123. Contact Oakland Center on 121.25. Good day.
Oh, hang on. It's Nilfisk. I know the
121.25
brand's
for
Nilfisk.
Dave
Look at that little fucker go.
Oakland Center, Dave 112 tree flight level 435.
Meow.
Dave 112.
So we want Nilfisk autonomous sweeper.
Yeah, you know that, Jay.
Bugging me now. I'm going to find it for you, Cloak.
There's 3 jets. There's one down there behind me, and then there's 2 over there. Look. No, they just go invisible on here, Jay. There's no actual contact with the planes, unfortunately. Yeah, did you see my chair then, Dawson?
Yeah, it's looking good, mate.
The reason I've done it is because when Jade used a knife to open the box, she put a big scratch down the back of the seat.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, I found it. Where can I send it to you, Cloak? I'll put it in, send it via Discord, Cloak. It costs.
Yeah, you know that. If you know typical Jade, JC, what is she currently doing right now? Nobody else answer. JC.
I can say that.
Don't mention JC. What is Jade doing right now? Nope, she's definitely not doing that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, that's the one. She's doing that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just heard it then.
She's doing her favourite activity. Looking at the inside of our eyelids.
But yeah, I'll send that in the chat as well in case you lads want to look. That's what it is. Only 2 options, yeah. There's nothing else really, Jay, is there? It says on there up to 5 hours battery run time, but it doesn't state that the water tank only lasts 2.5 hours.
That's a bit pointless, isn't it?
Yeah. You can go and empty it and then carry on again, so you can get 2 lots of 2 lots out for 1 battery. Picking the wrong phone up. I've got a company phone now, Dave. I'm posh.
No, just means you got to do more work.
No, I don't pick it up while I'm at home. Yeah, don't touch it while I'm at home.
Yeah, I remember some of my old bosses telling me, now that you're a manager, you're going to be on call. If the staff don't turn up, you're going to have to come in to cover them. I tell them, I said, you can fuck right off. If I'm off, I'm off. I said, you ring me. I said, I'm not answering. I said, what are you going to do then? She's watching the film, mate. Darkness Behind the Eyelids. It's a great film. Can last up to 12 hours. Company phone means that you are fucking tracked. They are fucking tracking you all the time. Dawson, do work, please.
Oh, Terrence, baby. I do lots of work. Today I sat on my arse all day and inducted 2 people into the company.
Come on then, Wolfie. Let's hear your joke.
Just say Terrence, that's it. It's a funny enough joke.
No. Just say Dawson. That's a funny enough joke.
Oh no, Jay, it is, isn't it? Especially when they're agency, they're only going to last a week and then get bored and then disappear. Bad joke, I hope. Oh, God.
A pair of cows were talking in the field. One says, have you heard about the mad cow disease that's going around? Yeah, the other cow says. Makes me glad I'm a penguin.
Penguin. Even better when you're not even working on the site yourself. If you spend a day. I do a lot of walking, to be fair, Jay. Health and safety means I've got to keep my eye on these lazy fuckers that don't know what they're doing out there.
So am I fucking recently. So much fucking walking. Oh, Special K in the house.
Hi Dave, hi all. You okay? That's a pretty good one, Wolf, to be fair.
It's alright. It's alright, JC. Because what happened was, when they took Dawson off the floor, the health and safety, you know, accidents and all of that in the workplace went down by like 90%. They stuck him behind a desk, so it's all good.
This is a different site, Dave, so...
Yeah, but he's gone to a different site. The health and safety's gone down by 90%. That means Dawson can sit on his ass and do fuck all day and get paid for it.
Why not, mate? It's a good way to be, and I'm on more money, so I'm getting paid more to do less. What was that? Just dropped to the floor. Why not? Yeah, Cloak, we'll have to catch up, mate. I say there's a lot changed since I spoke to you last.
I got warned for not wearing work boots. 3 weeks later, went back on the site, and the health and safety was walking around with a pot on.
That's what, yeah. And I thought he went over his foot. Oh dear.
Oh, yummy.
I was glad at the time. I'll bet you are, mate. I'm not responsible for the... Well, yeah, I'm responsible for health and safety in the workplace, so... I'm not responsible for what the staff do as long as they do it safely. Like, we've got tin cans at where I am, and they have to double stack the pallet and then double stack them again because there's not enough reach on the counterbalances to go 4 high.
It's getting a wee bit dark out here, bee. It's meant to be daytime. I set it for like 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm loved at my work, chat. I don't know what you're on about. Just because no one likes you at your work don't mean it's the same here.
127.9 or 5-star. Check 110.
Nah, I bet it didn't. Cloak. I ain't even got a company vehicle either. Or a credit card. Likely we'll have a broken gate.
Right, we're going to do a nosedive now, boys.
You're going to wait for 49,000 now, I guess.
Yeah, once we get up to 49,000, I'm doing a nosedive down to 20,000 to bring my airspeed up.
Just trying. No. Oh.
Yep, that's it. That's the one, JC. We're going down yelling timber. It's trying its damn hardest to get up to 49,000 feet, but it's got 48.5, and I mean, this plane realistically would sit about 35,000, and that's about it. Because it puts too much stress on the fuselage and the wings climbing this high.
Yeah.
But I want to get some speed up to try and catch up with T-Rock, so...
Okay, I'll be
Are you gonna go down or what? Cute says no.
Well, oh, it really doesn't want to, does it?
It's alright. I'm now telling it to the vertical speed. I've just set it to -20, so here we go. Oh, you bastard. You just turned off the vertical speed. Here we go. Nose is going down. Yo, Mr. Colin. Hope you're well. It's not going down fast enough for my liking. Ready? Here we go. Whee!
Dream if you wanna go faster. And your airspeed is rocketing. Look at that. Oh. In fact, the altitude is rocketing even more. Jeez, there's a bit of flickering going on there, Dave, isn't there?
Yeah, it's because I'm pushing the plane nose. Yeah, the camera don't know what to do.
You alright?
SkyWest Tree 46, 6 contact Oakland Center on 126.85.
There we go.
Good day.
Woohoo!
126.85, SkyWest Tree 466. Oakland Center, generic November Alpha Sierra Alpha 5 is passing flight level tree 9 or 5, descending 12,000 feet.
Right, well we're catching up with T-Rock now.
Sierra Alpha 5 Oakland Center, continue as planned.
Oh dear, she's throwing me helmet on the floor.
She was that fatter cereal bowl had a lifeguard. What the fuck?
You are.
Look at Clokey's last comment.
Generic 112 traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 220 generic. Report them in sight. Pack Coast 680 traffic is 3 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 230 generic. Report them in sight.
You caught up a bit with him yet then?
Yeah, he's also dropping altitude like fucking Billy-O. Wait, Cockrock.
Hello.
He's doing your trick.
Yeah, you playing
Oh,
my
but,
trick, are ya?
I was at 40,000 plus. I'm starting to drop.
Traffic in sight. Dave 1123 traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 220 generic.
I'm keeping the umbrella.
Dave 112 tree traffic in sight.
Pack Coast 680
She was-
2 miles at flight level 235 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Pack Coast 680 traffic in sight.
We're on 43% now.
Nice.
42 gig.
I just left mine on overnight, I did.
Oh, I might end up, mate. I can't be sat down here for another 3 hours, can I?
get off here and then go and demolish another 1,000 calories.
They keep saying that booze is empty calories, mate, see?
No, 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 not alcohol, Dawson.
Well, someone's got a drink for me if I'm not drinking. They say that during sex you burn off as many calories as running 8 miles. Who the hell runs 8 miles in 30 seconds? Because wines a girl's drink doors. Mate, yeah, that's not true.
Yeah, but it's not true. But he said yeah.
Many men drink wine. I've been on a gin a lot, to be fair.
Another women's drink.
Trying to collect up as many health and safety for you, isn't it? That's why I don't drink during the week, Jay. One puff drink to another. Oh, shut up, man. Or stop whining. Am I whining? I didn't realise I were.
No, he's not whining until the weekend.
That's it. We might go back to being ginning. Trying to collect these 1.5 bottles of gin bottles up, so I can put beer into it, make beer into it.
Expect vectors, visual runway, tree 5 right approach.
But yeah, that's a lot of gin to drink.
Descend and maintain.
Get it done, but it's still a lot. I'll get paid tomorrow as well, so I can get loads of gin over the weekend.
Just turn my nose light on, it's still not on. my nose light on my plane's broke.
16 miles in 30 seconds, get that bolt. That reminds me of that Irish dude in Red Dead Redemption. Been a long time since I played that. I ain't played the second one at all.
I've never played either of them.
Too bad his head got blown to bits. You trying to say something about Jay, are you, or? Watch your back. Yeah, I played the second one. I played the first one, completed it. Not far off. The amount of work that comes over, you know. This is the sound of silence.
Good day.
They've concentrated on flying, is it?
No, I was looking at my phone.
119er for United
One of the second
It's
one.
got mega dark now.
Story
I'm
maybe.
just about to see the plane.
I'm gonna say, it is a bit hard there, isn't it? I say, I haven't played the second one, Wolf. I want it though. I'll get it eventually. I'm on with the game. Been 8 days, I feel. Everywhere.
Yeah, I don't miss them days when I used to work Windows.
That's when I first
be here, there, and
joined
everywhere, and then it was, oh, you got to go and do a service call over here because the installer fucked it up, so you got to go back and fix somebody else's work. Used to piss me right off.
Yes. I used to fit windows and doors many moons ago, but not the same way as you do it. Yours was, mine was wooden. I used to make and fit them.
Yeah, we used to do PVC. I used to work for Anglian Windows and then Brightlight.
Contact NorCal departure.
Oh, okay.
119.2. Good day. Dave 112 tree. Contact Oakland Center on 128.
Oh, put
Yeah.
your foot down, Jay, lad.
Good day.
Fix other people's fuck ups. I hated it.
Going to 128.8 Dave 112 tree.
It's twice as much work because you have to undo what they fucking did wrong in the first place to fix it.
Dave 112 tree.
Was that noise to say you was arrived, was it? Mark? No?
No, that was just to let you know that he's still here.
I was going to say that it's still awake.
Yeah, the old man ain't fallen asleep yet.
Hey, it's just a good job I haven't got a glass of wine in my hand.
Oh, don't you fucking start, wino.
I was speaking to Jay the other day, and he did say that you were the best person to sit and have a wine with. I think we ought to stay on the same channel on the in the Discord next Saturday, mate. You red or a white wine, lad? Then are you right? Tea.
Oh dear. sounds like a fun one there for you, Jay.
Used to.
Yeah, no, I don't like playing with horses. Fuck that shit. I am lucky I don't get a whack. Got the fuck away from it once I realised it was mains power, not 24 volt. Going tomorrow to rip all the fuck up, out and replace it. Oh mate, honestly I used to hate it. Because when we was on the Windows, if another fitter made a mistake and you had to go out on a service call to go and rectify it, you didn't get paid for, you know, you got paid a straight day's wage. Instead of going there, getting paid your day's wage, and they lose a day's wage and you gain an extra day's wage because you've gone there to fix their fuck up. We was on flat rate for service work and it was fucking bullshit. I say I wouldn't have minded doing this, you know, the service work and stuff like that, if it was that you got paid your wage and then any, like the previous person that been out to the customer, you also got paid extra for their fuck up.
Ow.
What, you on the ground then? It was that dark and didn't look like you were moving.
Yeah, it's pitch black. I'll go up here so you can see the lights on the ground. T-Rock, is your nose light working on your plane?
Yeah. Yes.
Mine's not. What have you got it set to? You got it set to taxi or takeoff?
I had my. Hang on. Quick look. Right. Runway lights turned on. Landing lights turned on. Toggle right hand landing light is on. And I'm set to taxi.
And your nose light is on?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I've got all my other lights on. Yeah, all of my belly lights are on, but my nose light is not on.
Wing lights are on. Navigation logo lights are on.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Beacon lights are on. In fact, all the lights are on.
Yeah, all of mine are on, but my nose normally on the nose of the plane you normally have like a really bright white light, but mine's not working.
Oh, right. Yeah, mine's on. Yeah.
Lucky
all
bastard.
All on. Yeah.
Went to Derby today, 3-hour drive. Guess what? Got there and the cunt was working, but the equipment on the gate.
Just where your front wheel is, isn't it?
Yeah, and mine's not working.
Unless it only comes on when your nose gear is down. You know, when you're taxiing, it'll be down then, won't it?
Well, I've just put my wheels down, and I still have no. Oh, there we go. It's just come on.
Is that what it is then? When your nose wheel come down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's why it wasn't on.
Oh, yeah, that's bright, isn't it?
Yeah, just a tad.
It's
like, whoa! Some cunt just turned the sun on.
The equipment on the gate is a cheap Chinese shit.
What, like Dawson's bike?
Yeah, cheap Chinese shit. It's had a second fucking engine now and another radiator.
Oh, fuck life.
And it was just after the warranty run out as well. Literally.
So
about
you had a Lexmoto and had nothing but aggro with it. I had a Sinus Apache and it ran until I changed the air filter and I put a too bigger air filter on it, which pressurised the crankcase and blew all the crankcase oil out all over the engine. My bike worked perfectly fine. Like, I never had any problems with it for the whole 2 years that I owned it. And then I was like, oh, I fancy putting a new air filter on it. I want to hear the whistle as it sucks the air in through the intake. And I went and done that, and it pressurised the crankcase and spat all the crankcase oil out all over the engine. I was covered in it. It was all up my trousers, all over the engine. As I pulled, I was going to a car meet. My mates were in town, so I was going to meet them. And when I got there, there was two of my mates standing in the road, like waving their arms. Turn the fucking bike off! It's on fire! It's on fire! I'm like, what the fuck? Got off the bike, looked down. The crankcase breather filter had blown off, and it had blown all the oil all everywhere.
Jesus. No, when he put a new engine in, I said, oh, when you order this new engine, he said, yeah. I said, you know the 350 engine fits in that same frame? He said, no. I said, it does, doesn't it? He said, yeah. I said, can you get me? He said, no. Oh. I said, why? He said, it'd cost you double for a 350 engine than it would do for the 125. I said, why is that? He said, well, you got to change all the electronic, you got to change everything over on it, basically. So instead of costing me 1,900 quid for a new engine and a new rad, and new bushes, it would have been close to $4,000. I was like, I can't.
As I say, I mean, when I had mine, I was gonna do the 180 big bore kit on it.
Yeah.
I found all the parts, ordered all the parts. I ordered a brand new front and rear tyre, brand new headlight unit, brand new digital display for like my cluster. Instead of having like a needle one, it was all digital.
Yeah.
I bought a you know, the tank sticker, so when you're leaning over you don't scratch your zip on the tank.
Yeah.
Bought one of those. I bought luminous green fuel lines for it and all of that. Had it all sat in my flat ready to go, and we was going to do it the following summer because it was winter time. We was going to tear the bike apart, put new piston rings and all of that in it, and then we was going to have it ready for the summer. My mate turned up, parked in my parking space. He was like, rang me up, was like, "Where's your bike?" I was like, "It's in the parking space, chained up." "No, it ain't." I said, "Stop fucking about." Hung the phone up on him. Rang me back and he's like, "I'm not fucking with you, the bike is not here." He said, "Come down and look for yourself." So I was just in my boxers. I'd worked the night shift the night before, so I'd gone fucking running down the stairs in my boxers, got outside and the bike was gone. Some cunt had cut the chain and stole the bike. So I had all of this stuff for like the 180 big board to go on and all of that, brand new tyres, digital gauges, the fucking lot, and I didn't have a bike.
You not get it back in the end, no?
No, I had sawned it off the road because it wasn't running, because like I said, I put the new air filter on and it blew the... Yeah, so where I'd sawned it off the road, didn't even get a fucking insurance payout because my insurance had run out the month before it got fucking stolen.
Fuck's sake.
I was gutted, mate, absolutely gutted, because I could never afford to buy a new one.
No, yeah. I am going to get my car licence sorted and just get a car. It'll be a lot easier.
See, once
40 minutes a day and then get soaking wet.
Once I get bored of streaming and, you know, I've had enough of like PC gaming, I'll sell up all my gear and buy a bike.
Yeah, it's like having two hobbies in it, the bike and the streaming.
Yeah, so I'd rather, you know, like maybe when the kids are a little bit older, you know, and maybe get Jade through a driving test and stuff, then I'll get myself a bike and she can have the car, she can transport the kids around in the car and I can have my bike. Yeah, but the only problem is with an electric bike, you don't hear it. You don't feel the fucking engine rumbling between your legs, you know what I mean? Did you know that my quad is worth 15k on eBay? Fucking hell. Is that because it's become rare now?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought as much.
Oh, yeah, Banshee.
No, that's just Clokey talking about himself. I'd rather it be quiet so I can get away easier. What are you talking about? It's all about being loud and proud, mate. Fuck the noise. Nah, I'm not into all of this quiet shit. If I had a car, it would have a loud exhaust on it. If I had a bike, it'd have a loud exhaust on it. I want to hear it. I want people to hear it.
Yeah, mine's pretty noisy, even though it is a crappy 125 thing.
Thing is, at the end of the day, if a driver doesn't see you and you've got a loud exhaust, they'll certainly fucking hear you.
Yeah.
You know, if they're fucking not paying attention, you give it a couple of fucking big revs and they fucking soon hear you. They'll know you're there then.
Just cost me £100 for the service on this bike today. And on the service, the suggestion was to change the front seal on the front shock, and bearing on the steering column's gone as well. So
But has it gone, or does it need re-greasing?
No, it's gone. You can hear it clicking.
Yeah, but that could be that it's not packed with grease. It could be the metal collar on the outside. The ball bearings could be clacking against each other because there's no grease in it.
Oh right, yeah. No, when you turn it, you can feel it go puddle where it's just
is one of them cracked? Is it? So that you got excess play in it.
Yeah, it feels a bit odd.
I remember when I first got mine. My both my front forks, they were leaking bad. Like when I first got mine, I had the seals and that changed in it, and I had a similar thing to you, like where you could hear the ball bearings in the front end as you turned. You could hear them like rattling around in there. Lucky enough for me, none of mine was split. The bearing was still in one piece. But where the bike was stored outside without a cover on it, the water had bypassed the seal and it just washed all the grease out of it.
Oh. Yeah, he's put.
So the geezer that I got the bike from, when he first got it, he used to store it in his house. Used to be in his living room in the corner. But he had like he had like 3 steps going up to the front door. And he was bringing the bike out one day, and as he brought the bike out, he dropped the bike on the floor. It cracked the left side plastics.
Yeah.
And like I said, the seal had gone in the yoke where the bearings and that are.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, it just washed all the grease out of the bearing. Lucky enough, it was just the grease and the seal. The seal was next to nothing because it was just an O-ring and then the cap on the top. So yeah, just got a grease gun, just re-greased it, and it was sweet as a nut. I miss that bike, I really do. I had so much fun on that bike, even though it was 125. Just blatting around wherever I wanted to go, it went, and it used to pull like a train. It used to do 110.
Yeah, I used to have a RDLC that used to do 100 down to 14. That was nice.
Yeah, so I used to love riding through all the back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I used to love riding through all the back lanes, like just punching the shit out of it all the time. I done it one day. I done it one day coming through town. I was seeing how fast I could get from one roundabout to the other because the cars used to race up and down the strip from roundabout to roundabout. Yeah. So they'd shoot down one side round a roundabout and then back again into the fuel station. So I was blatting down the left-hand dual carriageway to the roundabout, and the fucking lights changed at the roundabout, and the Fiesta in front of me jammed the brakes on, and I was literally millimeters from hitting the back of him. Yeah, it scared the absolute shit out of me. The bike came up on the endo, so I took my feet straight off the peg, straight onto the floor, and stood up, pushed my ass like back down onto the seats, pushed the back end back down, because I was taller than the bike was, you see.
Yeah.
So, like I said, like soon as I was braking hard and the back started coming up, I was like feet off the pegs onto the floor, and I just stood up, and the bike was still coming up, and I was just like, right, I'm just gonna take my feet off the floor and just slam my ass back down onto the seat, and it went back down on the floor. My heart was pounding, there was sweat dripping all inside my helmet. Yeah, honestly, I thought I was writing myself off that day. I really did.
I used to have a GT, Vespa GT 200.
Yeah, I remember you having that.
Silver thing. I do miss that, because the exhaust on it had... I'd get, you call it a cherry bomb. It used to ride along and it used to go pop, 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 pop. Because it's 4-stroke, it was nice, deep sound, lovely.
Yeah, my Sinister was 4-stroke.
Centre. Yeah? Used to come through town centre, and any cars that got alarms on it, you'd slow down as you tear through it, and all you'd hear is beep, 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 the fucking alarms going off as you're coming through town.
Well, when you come in and out of Maidstone, there's like a tunnel section up the, as if you're going out towards Alsford, where my mum lives, there's a dual carriageway that goes along there, and then there's like a footbridge that goes over the top. So what they did is they built a tunnel underneath, and then a footbridge and the railway track across the top. So every time I was coming back down there, I'd knock it down a gear and just let it fucking scream through the tunnel.
You don't want to drop it down too far because it'll just be too squeaky. But
yeah, but it had such a large can on the back of it. It was like pop, 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 as it's coming through the fucking tunnel. I say all the boy racers used to do the same thing. They used to like drop their windows and knock it down a gear and rev the tits off of it going through the tunnel. Say because you get all the vibrations off the walls and the ceiling, and it just sounds 10 times louder than it actually is. It's fucking mad.
I'll do that with a Lex Moto sometimes when I'm coming underneath a bridge or something. Especially nowadays, because I go under the train bridge on the way home.
I fucking dread to think what Clokey's fucking quad sounds like going through a tunnel. I bet that thing's fucking loud. I say us on our little 125s, like thinking, oh yeah, it's making a great sound. There's Clokey pinning it through the fucking tunnel. Wah, 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 wah.
Come in pants. My mate at the street's got a 350 quad. I was going to nick it off him when the bike originally packed up, but they decided to put me in a hotel. So I was like, okay, I don't need it then.
Well, I went from, I had my bike, and then my mate also had a YZF 125. He had an Kpdx exhaust put onto that, and that thing was rapid. That would leave my bike at 110, and it would just keep pulling and pulling and pulling. The thing was insane. Then he went from that to a Ninja 600.
Jeez,
and he then went and had a Scorpion race can and stuff put on that.
That was on the back of the GT that I had. That was a Scorpion.
Yeah, so he had a Scorpion race exhaust can put onto it. He had all the shorty levers put on and all of that. And then he was walking down the stairs from his flat one day, and his cartilage and that in his knee gave way. So he fell down the stairs, fucked himself up pretty bad. Was in hospital for quite a while up in London, having surgery and stuff. And he was like, look, he said, there's my keys. He turned around and said, I want you to take my bike around the block every day. He said, I don't want it sitting there. He said, I don't want it unridden. He said, you need to take it round the block at least once a day. He said, because I don't want it standing. I was like, alright, fair enough. So me going from a 125 to a 600 was scary as fuck. The first few times I got on it to ride it round the block, I was shitting myself. One, it wasn't my bike. So much more power. I come up out of my road and the front end started coming up, so I just let off. I was like, not a fucking chance. Not a chance.
Oh, that's when you push further.
Not when you're going up. You come out where I used to live.
Actually up a hill.
Yeah, you can't.
Shit,
the road you come out of a side turning straight onto an incline of a hill.
Oh right, yeah, no.
As I come out, because you have to do a 90 degrees, so you come to the end of my road, and then you have to do a 90 degree, and then up the hill.
Yeah.
So as I come out of the 90 degree, like looking both ways, right, it's clear. So I started pulling out, and then like just put a little bit of power on, and the front end just started coming up, and I was like, no, fuck off. It was when I got round onto because it goes, when you come out of that road, you go up, and then you take the first left, and it takes you round the back streets, and then when you come to the end of that one, you do another left, and then it's a big fuck off long straight. and then it goes then round and then back up to the hill, and then you're going up the hill, and then you turn right back into the turning. So as I've come round, done the first left, I come to the second left, and there was a police car sitting right in front of me. I'm like, oh fuck, this isn't my bike, I'm not insured to ride it. I was like, please just go, just drive away. And I'm just sitting at the junction, just sitting there, waiting. I just let him drive off. I just sat there because I was like, you can't see the plate if you're in front of me.
Well, yeah, no, you can't, can you?
See, I must have sat there for about 10, maybe 15 minutes just at the junction. I thought, you're not fucking nabbing me. I'm not having that. Even like when I was when we was in the process of trying to figure out what was wrong with my bike, and my bike was uninsured and stormed off the road, I was taking it around exactly the same circuit to see if, you know, it would clear up, because it was just bellowing like blue white smoke out the exhaust. It was like, honestly, it was fucking terrible. When I started it up, like we had a little underground car park, and every time I start it up, it would just fill the whole car park with smoke. So you can imagine what it was like when you got onto the road and you opened the fucker up.
You open it up, it just bellows out the back.
Just bellowing out fucking blue white smoke out the exhaust all the way down the road.
But she was still pulling. I miss out our Escort. We had a fat Mark V Escort with a cherry bomb exhaust. The exhaust actually come off a Vauxhall Nova. My mate gave me.
Fucking love those cars, Novas.
Nova? Oh, yeah, I do miss that one. My mate had one. He picked it up from the scrapyard. So he had an immobiliser on it. Is this Nova that he had? So we had to tow it back. So I was in the back car being towed in this Nova, and he was towing me with his Escort that he had. Back in the day when you could do, you know, wouldn't get pulled over as much.
Yeah.
And it started pissing it down the rain, didn't it? And then I went to turn the wipers on. Nothing. We pulled over. No fucking battery in it either.
Oh, mate.
It was heavy steering, obviously, because there's no power steering at the minute. Yeah,
you used to be able
wipers.
to. They used to get into the old Novas, pull the hazard switch out, turn them upside down, and the car would start. Yeah, the car would start. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't fucking believe it. And say my mate. One of my girl mates, her brother was mad about Novas. He had a red show car Nova. It was mint, like a factory original mint. He loved this car, and he spent so many hours looking after it, cleaning it, polishing it, the lot. Then he had his little scrutty grey Nova. I think it was a GSI, and that was his race toy. He used to go out fucking down to the Chelsea cruise and stuff like that, ragging it about. And then his sister, my mate, he then bought her a Nova, and it was bright, luminous pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he showed me. We was on the driveway working on the race car one day, and he was like, I'll turn it over. I said, where's the keys? He was like, I don't know. He said, just take the fucking thing out and turn it over. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, watch this. Pulls the fucking hazard switch out, turns it round, plugs it back in, and the fucking car started. Yeah. I was like, you having a fucking laugh? He was like, why do you think we paid for such expensive alarm systems to go on these cars? He said, they're so easy to steal. Couldn't fucking believe it.
They done that on Top Gear once, didn't
they?
Yeah,
they did. Yeah, they showed you it working. Yeah.
Because who had that car? I think Hammond had that.
Yeah, Hammond. Yeah, Hammond had it. Yeah.
As Clarkson had the Golf, May had the Fiesta.
Captain Slow.
They just said, "Oh, It used to do that, and they'd done it. Look, the key's here.
Yeah, the key's here, the car started. Just a simple thing as turning the fucking thing upside down. It was mental. Absolutely insane.
What was I going to say? Yeah, we got it going in the end. And he lived in Barton Seagrove. Used to tear up and down the main street there, because it was a little village, it weren't that busy, like. And flew up the street once, and all of a sudden it got a bit cold. I looked up, and the sunroof decided to fly out. It went so
Bye!
it was like behind us. Luckily, it didn't smash. I don't know how, but it did not smash.
I remember my dad. We went up to London. His car engine had previously blown. He had a Nissan Cherry, and his engine had blown. His engine had blown in the Cherry. So we was going up to London to go and look at a Nissan Primera, because you had the Almera, which was the hatchback, and then you had the Primera, which was the booted edition.
Yeah.
Looked absolutely lovely in all the pictures on the ad. Looks absolutely fucking spanking. Got up there, the car looked really, really nice. Got in the car, gone for a test drive, and it was driving really weird. Like it was like cockeyed. So didn't think much more of it. Like my dad was like, yeah, you know, like he's got a garage out the back, and like he's played with Nissans all his life. So gets in the car, drives home. And he was having a fag on the way home, so he's got the window open, had his cigarette, pulled into the driveway outside the garage, pressed the electric window button to do the window up. The window started to go up, it twisted in the fucking door and exploded.
What?
The previous owner had a side impact on the driver's door, and it had bent the rails that the window sits in.
Yeah.
And all he had done is he had pulled the dent out.
But not the rail.
Yeah, he pulled the dent out on the door, finished all the paintwork to make it look good. Yeah, he hadn't touched the rail. The whole rail was just like completely buckled inside the fucking door. So yeah, he's pushed the window to go up, then all of a sudden, bang! There was glass everywhere. And he was like, right, he said, fuck the window. He said, it's, 5 minutes down the road, there's a scrapyard, we'll go and get another one. So we ended up going down there, ended up picking up a whole brand new door. There was a black one already there, so he grabbed the whole door in the end. So we put the door on, that was all tiggly-boo, and he was like, right, we're going to see why this thing's driving like cockeyed. There was, on the front, there was a 14 on the left, there was a 13 on the right, there was a 12 on the back left, and another 14 on the rear right. All the wheels were all different sizes. All the tyres were all different sizes.
Jesus.
So fuck knows what the geezer had done. Like we don't know about what happened when he had the side impact. But like I said, every tyre on it was all a different size. Every wheel on it was a different size. It was proper fucked. Ended up, lucky enough, like I said, my old man used to buy cars cheap and fix them up and sell them on. So lucky enough, in the corner of the garage was just stacked up tyres and stacked up wheels. So we just oinked all the wheels off, stuck a new set on, and the car was absolutely lovely. I only gave 500 quid for it. It ran for probably about 4 years before it went bang.
Yeah.
I say he's always been Nissan mad, my dad.
My old man is the earliest memory I can remember of him driving anything. There's an old white Ford Escort van. Oh,
nice. Mate. What, Gen 1?
Yeah.
Nice.
Lovely, mate, honestly.
When I was growing up,
clapped out, but it just wherever he went, he always drove that van. Everywhere. We had a birthday party when I was a kid, and he went round all of my mates' houses, and all the kids just got dumped in the back of his van. And then we went to it was local cafe, local cafe, where you go and have your
breakfast, and a
cup of tea and a fucking cake, We had it there, so he just pulled up and about 15 kids just pulled out the back of his escort van.
Well,
but that's back when it was fine, you know. Well,
yeah,
weren't,
well,
but
when,
you
like I
get
said,
away with
when I was a kid, the first car that I ever remember my dad having was a silver Granada, and her license plate read Gabby, so her name was Gabby.
Yeah.
And similar thing to what your old man done, bundling everybody in the back. There was 4 of us. There was my 2 sisters plus me and my brother. So I used to be in the boot, and they used to be in the 3 seats in the back. My dad's like, "Come on, dog, in you get. You're playing doggy in the boot today." Yeah, many times I'd be in the boot, because on the older cars, you used to be able to pull down in the back seat. Used to be an armrest.
Yeah.
And you could pull the arm.
Go straight through.
Yeah, they used to go straight through to the boot. So like when they would like stop in the service centre or whatever and get a drink, my dad would pass like a bottle of drink through to my brother, and then my brother would then pass it through the back seat to me in the boot.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like a proper dog.
Honestly, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then the next car that I remember him having was he had a bright red Rancho. It was like a 4x4.
Oh yeah.
And he had bought it off the geezer up the street, and the geezer was like, "Right, this has been done, that's been done." They had like new cam belt, new this, new that, new the other, you know, full service history.
Yeah.
And the cunt had only put 2 wheel nuts on each wheel. We was going down the road and the fucking front left wheel fell off. But Dad went back to him and went fucking ape shit. He was like, right, he said, you can pay for the front end repair. He said, I bought this car off of you. He said, you know, you put 2 fucking wheel nuts on each wheel. He said, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, my old man used to be a mechanic, so he always had that escort van, but the cars, he never kept them more than a month.
My old man was, yeah, same as my old man. He was a right old tart when he was younger for cars.
It was the old Pinto car.
Pinto, maybe.
Oh, scratch master. No! Really, though?
I remember when I lived in Lewisham, there was a guy there, he had a Mark III XRI. And it was black, convertible model. And he used to pay me 15 quid a week to clean it. That was my, you know, first little introduction to fast forwards. There's a Cortina Mark II sitting up the road from me. It's been on the old boy's driveway for many years. It's a Lotus Cortina. It's white with green stripes on it, and it's just sitting on the driveway rotting away. Me and my mate a few years back, when I knocked on the door, asked him if he wanted to sell it, and he said no. He said he said he had had the car since he was a young lad. He turned around and said, and the dream was to rebuild it and put it back on the road. He said, and if I ain't rebuilding it and putting it back on the road, it ain't going back on the road.
About 80k it's worth today. Oh, what, that Granada? Fuck.
So you don't know at the time though, Cloaky, do you? You don't know how the market's going to play out, so...
So, I used to have an RDLC 125. Oh, lovely, mate.
Yeah, my old man used to have a GS 125 Suzuki.
Yeah.
He loved that thing to death.
I sold it on, the bloke took the engine out of it, scrapped the frame, chucked the engine in a go-kart frame,
Nice.
And he said, yeah, he turned around and he said, oh, you kept this engine in good condition. I said, I've not long rebuilt it. I blew it up about 2 months back. He goes, oh, yeah, it's well nice. He said, the only thing is, I said, what? He said, it's got that much torque, it's twisting the chassis. I'm like, really? He said, yeah. That's all I got a ton down to 14, and then it heat seized and blew up. Who missed the Escort car we had? We had a Mark 5 Escort as well.
Yeah, but it's a bit misty down here.
Oh yes.
Look at it, isn't it?
I'm descending now.
Yeah, to be fair,
5,500.
you're flying and we keep talking about cars.
It's all good. It's all good.
Going down memory lane, that's what it is.
Oh yes.
Oh fucking hell.
Yeah, that's what my dad's one was. It was in gunmetal grey. He also had an Astra GTE as well in white, pearl white. That thing would be worth a fucking fortune now. I remember him having also a little red XR2 Fiesta.
Sorry, Dave, mate. He started it.
It's all good. It's all good.
It wasn't me. You always give Devil a bit of stick.
So my mate Dean, he's currently rebuilding a Mark 1 Fiesta.
Yeah.
He's just had a 2-litre Pinto engine rebuilt by Harris Performance. They're one of the most well-known Ford engine rebuilders. Yeah, this thing's fully roll caged. You know the new generation Ford Fiesta that they did in that baby blue.
Yeah.
That's what colour his Mark 1 is.
Jeez, that's a nice colour.
Yeah, it's a Mark 1 Mexico with rebuilt Harris Performance 2-litre Pinto. He bought a silver one. He bought a silver Ford Escort to start with, and the car was lovely, like mint condition. He tore it all apart. Was gonna upgrade like the suspension, the engine, blah 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 blah, and then he found the blue one, and then he ended up buying the blue one, and now the silver one's back up for sale for 17 grand.
Jeez. You haven't had nobody nicking any of your photos recently then, Dave?
A what?
You remember when that company nicked your photo?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I got a free keyboard stand out of it.
Oh no, you lucky kid. I still ain't got mine, I need to pick one up.
You got the same rig as me now, ain't you?
Yeah. I've had this like...
You know Massey bought one and all.
I thought I see that in the photos in Discord.
Yeah, Massey bought one. And it all arrived at his house, obviously in pieces. And he didn't have a clue, so he was streaming it. And he was building it.
We've put it together and he just didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, obviously he didn't have a clue what he was doing. So I was on voice call to him through Discord, telling him how to build it while he was on stream. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I see the picture there. Yeah, he's got honking great screens on that, hasn't he? But just a different stand to what we've got, isn't it? Screen stand.
No, they were 55s. They're gone.
Yeah. Yeah, Rex said they're gone. He's got a different wheel as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he got the new Logitech wheel, didn't he?
Oh no, it's not Logitech. It says T on it, so I thought.
No, sorry, it is. Yeah, it's the new Thrustmaster.
Thrustmaster shifter.
Right, this
And he's got the keyboard stand on that, you bastard.
It all came as one kit, like 800 quid he paid for it.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, second hand off of eBay.
Fuck, wish I'd have known that. Well, you've got 332s on mine still, haven't I?
I've still got 24s on mine. When I move out of here and get when I move into a house and I've got my own room, then I'm gonna be taking that screen mount off. I'm gonna buy the floor stand in one and whack 350s on there.
To be fair, this is a bit iffy having mine like this. I've got double-sided sticky pads just to hold the screens in place because they go a bit droopy.
Well, what I ended up doing is when one of my screens, before I had the screen mount, I had like a single pole with 3 mountings on it.
Yeah.
And it always leant to the right hand side, so the left one was all the way up in the air, the middle one was in the middle, and the right one was drooping down towards the desk. I got some Duplo Lego, like Duplo bricks, and I made a little thing, and I propped it up on the right hand side.
I can help scrolling up here. I'm seeing my old posts that I've done ages ago.
Yeah, we don't delete anything.
Back in December. Fucking hell, that server computer. I've still got that server computer as well. When I was doing my course back in October, a year ago. There's photos of me, laptop plugged into the TV on the hotel there.
Dave 112 tree traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at 16,700 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get hold of one of the gear selectors from work now, and I'll be happy with that. I'll mount that on the desk. I'll mount that on the rig, and I might have it coming off underneath, because I've got the big desk plate on the rig as well at the top.
Coming in the land soon.
Got the ribbon up now.
I'm heading down towards where you are now.
There's me front lamp on now.
Yeah, Clokey, I remember my dad having... Well, it started off as my nan's car. She had a Sierra Sapphire. And it was in sapphire red. The thing was absolutely beautiful. And then my dad then got it after she got a Rover. She got a Rover 400. So then my dad took the Sierra from her, and he had it for a little while. Then my dad ended up with a Ford Focus Gen 1. And then the Sierra then went back to my granddad, and he used it as a work truck, basically. Threw all his tools in there, tore all the seats up, all the carpet in the boot was fucked where he was throwing the tools in and out of it. And then the rear arches rusted really, really bad.
You can't even see the floor, can you?
Not in here, no. We're going out.
Nearly down, nearly down.
No worries.
See if I can make it a bounce across here. Holy shit. Come on, big lad. Take your time. Oh, fuck. Woohoo! That's me down.
I'm circling,
motherfucker.
so I'll be next.
Great motherfucker. Fuck.
You need to learn to turn on your auto brake on the dashboard.
Yeah, it's already on. It still doesn't want to slow.
What, the auto brake is set to high?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Come on.
Well, you should have stopped. You should have stopped
at
at least half the runway. Half the length of the runway, the auto brake should have stopped you.
Oh shit, you gotta fucking stop or what?
You definitely have not got the auto brake turned on. Definitely not, if you're asking if it's going to stop.
I'm down, I don't care, I'm down.
I'm going to engage mine. Just turned mine on.
I mean, it's a long enough runway, it just didn't want to stop.
Yeah, like I said, on the dashboard, if you look on the... So you know where you put your altitude in?
Yeah, the three buttons down below.
Yeah, you need to make sure it's set to max and turned on.
Yeah.
I say, otherwise, you go skating down the runway and wondering if you're ever going to stop.
Well, that's what I thought, because the end of the runway was coming very quick. But I got there in the end.
Good lad. Did you bounce?
No, I was quite shocked.
Quite tame tonight, was it?
I've got a 321 plane.
Oh, you got the 321 Airbus?
Yeah, it's alright. It's quite a nice plane, actually. Ramp 56 I'm going for to park up.
I'm still looking for the runway right now. It's a bit misty, isn't it? There's Joe.
Are you going to turn or not, motherfucker? Oh my!
If you're going,
turn now.
You're going too fast. If you're not turning, you're going too fast.
I'm not. I've knocked the power off.
It doesn't matter if you've knocked the power off.
Yep.
If you're still going, if you're still travelling at a faster speed than what the rear wing can turn you.
It's not working. It's decided to fucking do what it wants. Oh, there now it decides to turn off. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I can't tell if you're climbing, Dave, or not. It looks like you're climbing on that video, but it must just be the way the camera angle is.
Yeah, the camera angles. I'm still at 12,000 feet where I told it to. The nose is slightly pitched up, as you can see by the AOA. Keeps clocking in slightly into the red, one bar. We're just waiting for our ribbon.
You do that, just have to keep circling until it pops up.
Well, obviously, because it's misty up here, I'm looking for the runway, so the plane's circling until we get eyes on the runway.
We'll just aim for rock there, isn't it?
It doesn't always work like that because there's other planes in the vicinity, so
Yeah.
you have to wait your turn as well.
Literally.
It's normally me that's the first one in to land.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
going to ramp 56 to park up.
Right, well, I'm going to take over. You can fuck off with your autopilot. Stop trying to overtake me and control what I'm doing.
Is it automatically kicking back in gear, is it?
No, I hadn't turned it off. I took manual control while it was still on.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
You can take manual control, and then when you let go of the flight stick, it will then carry on doing what it was doing
On its own
previous.
trajectory where it
Yeah.
was, yeah. Oh no, I'm going to be doing the rest of the week when this is installed.
Bouncing down the runway. You will for the first couple of times, I guarantee it.
Christ, the first time I done it, bounced down and I took off again.
No, I have
Yep.
played it before, but that was just messing around, I think. I didn't go through all the checks, I literally just clicked go and got it in the air.
And there you go. That's it.
Seattle Center, Dave
It was me,
112 tree.
Cloakers and Raider.
Request clearance to
Not
transition
me and
Charlie airspace.
Walter and Raider
Yeah.
on the original one.
Clear through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace,
Right.
Dave 112 tree.
Knock everything off.
It's T-Rock's name just appeared there.
Yep, we're
That'd be
flying
too
just over
peak.
the runway.
Oh, that is foggy in it. You can't see nothing. Oh, there it is.
I've got to land in that yet.
You can do circle round and try again.
Yeah, well, I had to get low enough to see where the runway was.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it, gentlemen. Are you down, Dave? Aye.
No, am I fuck?
he's circling, mate.
Are you? All right.
You could be looking out your window and looking at him. Or are you logged out?
It's quite cloudy up there, isn't it?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, there you are. We should do this like trucking. Wherever we land, we set off from the next town.
Yeah, we normally do.
Hmm.
Trust me, we normally do. I changed it tonight because I couldn't remember where we was last time.
Ah, right. I can't even remember it myself, to be honest. I've probably got it written down on a bit of paper somewhere.
Probably.
Right, it was EPWA, whatever that is.
Not a foggy.
Look at your menu, mate.
EPWA, which is
On the edge of me. Oh, Warsaw.
Yep.
That's how I'm on the edge of my seat waiting.
There's Dave coming in.
How long
I'm
have you
going
been
the
running
opposite
now?
direction. 221.
Oh, what was it?
Are you going back up?
Going back out.
Oh, right. Holy hell.
So, that's probably been going for 3 hours now, and it's at 70%.
So I've been on for 2 hours and 22.
Yeah, I would have said 3 hours then.
Skywest Tree 608. Contact Seattle Center on 124.
Half 6, maybe 3.5 hours.
Good day.
Come straight and sat on the computer at 6 o'clock, so. Yeah.
124.2 for Skywest Tree 608.
Sandy River.
Doing this all on manual control as well. Try and head in now. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I'm quite happy with the way things are going at the minute. I mean, I would have loved to start streaming a little bit earlier, you know, like, so there wasn't, you know, such an influx of people streaming. You know, I wish I would have started at a younger age and built a bigger, better channel. But you can only do what you can do.
Thing is, Dave, probably if you were younger and you started doing, you would have got fed up of it.
Well, it depends. If the channel would have grown, you know, faster and bigger than what it is now, then, you know, then I probably wouldn't have.
Oh, the fog!
Come on, get that motherfucker down. Oh, dear me.
There's the ground. Now where's the fucking runway?
On the left.
Oh, it started stuttering like fuck then. Right, we're going to go over the top, bank at this end, and then come back into it.
You see, if that would have been me, I would have nosedived down a bit just to get on the tarmac.
Only problem is you start bouncing down the runway.
Yeah, this is true.
So if I would have started a little bit ago, then it would it would be different because there wasn't so many streamers around, you know. Now that there's loads of streamers around, you're all fighting for views all the time.
Are you going round and roundabout? Round a bit. Oh, ow.
I think we're going to make this one even though we're not. Motherfucker.
You're making a dog's dinner of this tonight, aren't you?
It's because he hasn't given me no taxi fucking ribbon or anything.
Have you got?
No. Doing what it does to Ian.
You're going to have to wing it.
It's gone, well, Ian ain't here, so we're going to fuck you up instead.
You're going to have to wing it. You're just going to have to, you know, fly by wire. I was lucky. I didn't have to turn. It just come straight in. Come straight on the ribbon.
Alright, fucking rub it in, you old fart.
It makes a change. Normally it's shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
New Airbus, say. 321. Neon. You just don't want to come down, do you?
You enjoyed yourself up there, ain't Dave?
Not particularly.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll come and join you in the morning.
Don't you worry,
Do you want us to come up and you can follow me down?
Fuck off, Top.
Top Gun.
I'll shoot you down.
Bang, bang, shot me down. Yeah, see it, mate.
Yeah, I got your ATC tonight for sure. Because it's not even talking to me, nothing.
Who's that, Ian?
Yeah.
75%, 75 gig, 77%.
Overspeed.
Oh look, there's my taxi ribbon. Look.
Oh, you finally got it.
Yeah, it's just appeared on the fucking screen. You can fuck off because I'm not doing it.
Does that want you to circle round and come back to the way?
Yeah, that blue line that's out there, them checker boxes.
Oh dear.
Well, it looks like we are, because the plane's just fucking... it wouldn't even let me touch down, yeah. Oh, look, my taxi ribbon's fucking disappeared now. You're taking the piss. This is definitely doing an Ian.
Oh dear God. See you later. Bye. Flying visit. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like Ian's not here, we'll fuck you over tonight, Dave.
Oh, you come on in.
You keep doing this, it's going to be daylight.
It's definitely a bit brighter than it was earlier. That's what he's waiting for, he's circling so it can
That's
get a bit more bright.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, because it just put my taxiway up, my ribbon up, and then it just took it away again.
Oh, dear me. When you gonna go on construction, Dave?
I have no idea.
Because if you...
And you've got it.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's not bad once you get used to the control of the different machines. It's alright there. It's not a bad game. Like I say, if you set one up, Dave, and Ian comes in, and
I say I just,
you know what I mean,
I'm not gaming half as much as I used to. Spending a lot more time at the gym and spending time with Jade and the kids, and just finding time to play other games. So you're playing it on a Tuesday with Ian as well, so...
Look at that! It's telling you to go to the other one.
Yeah, you can fuck off.
right, you come down on a different runway.
Yeah, it's telling him to go on the other one.
Whoop, boom. And again. Well done.
See, look, if your auto brake is on, look at this.
Yeah, I normally I put mine on mid. That's usually enough, but for some reason it didn't want to stop. At the end of the day I got down, that's the main thing. Right, Davey boy, been a pleasure as always.
No worries, T-Rock.
And we'll see you again.
Oh, I see that too, Rockland.
See you later,
Next
Dose.
week, baby.
So if we're doing Flightsim again, we'll be going from here. Portland.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy, no problem.
Taters, old chap.
Put the code for that in that flight chat if you want. At least then we can track it, can we?
See you later, boys.
Taters.
Are you just going to park up then, Dave?
Yep. We'll park up right there, turn the engines off. Fuck 'em. There you go. Right, well, guys and girls, I'm going to love you and leave you, so thank you very much for joining me. And as always, I've been Dr. Dave. You guys have been amazing. Thanks for supporting the channel, and we will see you all on Wednesday. So take it easy.